Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Big Blue Drew 97. There we go. Coming at you with another reaction video. This time reacting to Black Clover, Manga chapter 292. And I'm going to probably be on and off when it comes to Black Clover reaction videos. I may do it one week, I may not do it another week. It just depends on how I'm feeling on that week. But today I decided that, hey, Jujutsu Kaisen is on break, so might as well do Black Clover instead. And ironically enough, Black Clover is also going to be on a 2-week break. So I guess this is a good time as any to review / react / do whatever to Black Clover. And if you remember what happened last chapter, not really a whole lot happened, except for the fact that both Magna and Zora was able to go up against the Dark Triad member, and Magna got a new power-up boost that basically allows him to fight evenly with other characters. Weirdly enough, it is a power that we've actually seen before in just manga, so it's not necessarily unique, but it's cool that's related to Magna, which gives him like an edge in fight. So that's going to be cool. So most likely we're going to be focusing on that in this chapter, or we could be focusing on other Black Bull members. We just don't know until we actually react to the chapter. And before we do that, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't done so, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I do reactions to manga series and Shonen Jump every Sunday. It may be to Dr.STONE, it may be to Black Clover, maybe Jujutsu Kaisen, just depends on how I'm feeling on that day. So if you like that type of content and you like to see my reactions, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And without the way, let's get right into the reaction to Black Clover. Alright, here we go. And I think we're about, I just saw a glimpse of it, and I think we're about to go into a flashback. Oh yes, we are definitely going into a flashback. And so yes, we're actually going to be focusing on both Zora and Magna. Is it Magna or is it Magma? I feel as if it's Magna, because Magma is too on the money. I know they will say, yeah, it's Magna. So yeah, I was right. It's Magna. So yeah, we just see Magna bowing before Zora. And this is apparently a flashback to 6 months ago where he's like, I'm begging you, teach me how to fight like you. Oh, okay. Oh, in the Heart Kingdom, they told me my magic was too low and I couldn't use mana method to fight. You're a peasant like me though, and from what I saw, you made it happen. Especially that double stuff and kicks it back. That was awesome. Your magic's low, but you can fight. Come on, please. And Zora's just looking at this dude like, you dumb motherfucker. Why? As we have Magna once again saying, that darn luck's gonna get even stronger. I can't let that guy pull ahead of me. Anybody but him. And also, I can't drag the Black Bulls down. And Zora's just looking at him once again. It's just like, as we get him remembering, I think it's his brother or his father. I think it is his father, a peasant with flame magic. Who's a magic knight, huh? I don't want to watch you grovel. I'll teach you. Just knock it off. And Magna's like, for real? And Zora's like, we might have a better shot at discovering something new together anyway. Ooh, so Zora may also have a new technique. That's interesting. And he's like, come with me a minute. Yes, sir! As they apparently go into like a secret base, as Magna's like, what's this? As Zora's like, it's my secret base. And it's just filled with a lot of like magic diagrams, probably just filled with information, which, it makes sense for Zora because he's the type of character that he doesn't have like the greatest magic, but he knows how to use it, showing like a significant level of intelligence coming from him and ingenuity. So most likely it makes sense that he would have an entire like secret base that just focuses on him finding new ways to use his trap magic in like more unique ways. So he's beginning to talk to Magna and is like, I've been looking for my ultimate self for ages too. Ooh. It's like, you called it. I do use that mana method thing, but in the Heart Kingdom, they put mana method together on the spot and make it part of the fight they're in. To use that style, you need a ton of magic, good instincts, and fast reflexes. I'm a peasant. I've got none of that stuff. All I can do is put the arrays together slowly beforehand. That's especially true for the powerful ones that counter trap spell. Us peasants have an advantage of our own though. Runes, we make them with our puny magic are so puny they just stick around. That means we can take a ton of time and build super complex arrays in advance. Oh, to do that though, we have to know more about mana ourselves. What that takes is studying in slow, boring drudge work. Okay, you're obviously dumb and impatient. Think you can do it? As we get this little monologue of Magna just beginning to use runes. Okay, so it's very interesting. The stronger magic that you have, the less time that the runes will stick around because you're just using it in an instant. But because Magna is so weak, he's able to keep them around. So all he has to do to be stronger is to learn. Which is totally different from what Magna is as a person because he's a dumbass. Okay, this is very interesting. So it's not just a bullshit ass pool power up, it's Magna actually being smart. Thank you, Black Clover. That's really good. I like that. As we have Magna saying, I've always used spells without giving them much thought. As I said. But the more I learn about mana, the more there is to know. It's like, me and that attitude are totally... I don't think I can do the double hit and kickback thing. How do I beat an opponent with stupid huge magic? Ah! If I had magic that was just as awesome, I'd win on sheer grit, but I... And he has an idea. Yo, Zora, my man! How about this array? Who's your man? As Zora... We don't get the explanation for what Magna says, but we kind of get the gist of what it is, based off what we saw at last chapter. As we have Zora thinking like, this had never even occurred to me, but it might work. Well, that's really intriguing, although it's probably gonna take a ludicrous amount of time and patience to work. Okay, and now we have Magna, who probably like created this like spell within the 6 months, so that's interesting. As we cut back over to the present, where we see that flame chain coming through, as he's like, it took me half a year to make, and it managed it because I'm me. A one-time only spell that's mine alone. Come on, it ain't that complicated. I just linked us up and split our magic equally. Okay. So, because it's a one-time thing, like if we wanted to use this magic again, he would have to like you do it for another 6 months. So that's very interesting. And he could attempt to be killing himself in this moment. So that's very interesting as well. As he says, secret flame magic, soul chain. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry about this. My freaking computer, television, monitor, TV crud out on me. So right now I'm just in the dark looking at a blank screen. I'm probably going to cut this out. I hope I'm fairly certain it's still recording. I really hope it's recording. I swear if it's not recording, I'm going to cry. Sorry about that. My monitor decided to crap out on me on the last moment, and it stopped the recording. So let's go back from where we were starting from. Where are we starting from again? Oh yeah, secret flame magic soul chain deathmatch. Yeah, Magna's planning on killing himself. Cool. I mean, this feels like a Magna thing to do. It's just really fucked up when you think about it. But it's still awesome because it's actually was planned. So, you know, it's not just something he can use every time, unlike particular magic that can change fate. Not salty about that at all, but we're going to get Magna going up against a Dark Triad member and basically might take them out, so that's going to be interesting. He's like, let me give you a heads up. That chain is our souls. If you take it out or break it, you'll go insane, so better be careful. Ooh, what the? No way could a peasant use a spell like that. As Zora's like, the thing is, though, he did it. If we attack from out here, it'll mess with the spell's effect. So just watch, alright? As he's like, this is now his fight. As he's going up against the Dark Triad member and just punches him in the gun as he's like, ugh! As he punches him with gravity magic, heavy infighting, and punches Magna in the face as Magna's like, heh, didn't you say I could attack you as much as I wanted? huh, Chief? And she's like, shut your mouth, you filthy thief. Oh, gravity magic, presence of the Demon King. As Magna is just being forced down to the ground with the gravity magic. And he's like, you got the same amount of magic. I can buckle down and take this. As Magna goes in for a fire fist punch into the dude's chest. And it burns him. And he's like, no matter what you do, as long as I can regenerate my body magic, you'll never manage to defeat me. And I think this is where Magna's like just unstoppable will is going to trump the healing magic, as we have this Dark Triad member, I keep forgetting his name, but he's like, get down on your knees and regret that you got above yourself and defied me. As we have Zora, who's in the background just thinking to himself, even if you put you on your knees, you struggled and continued to fight. You kept the smoldering fire burning and kept preparing right up till today. It doesn't matter if your opponent's the enemy boss or a devil host or immortal. Win this, Magna! Oh, and he's dodging and weaving through his punches and just punches him dead in the face into the ground. End of chapter. 2-week break. Alright, I really enjoyed that chapter. When it comes to Black Clover, I like Black Clover. I honestly do enjoy Black Clover. But that's mainly due to the fact that when it comes to Black Clover, it takes like what people like about shonen, which is like the action and the characters, and amplifies it to 11. So when you come to Black Clover, if you're looking for action, you're gonna get action. And when it comes to Black Clover, I specifically go to Black Clover because it's very action-packed. There's like a lot of action in it. And when it comes to like the occasion, like looking into the characters and looking into how like the power set system is built up, but when it comes to like magic, Black Clover for the most part, it introduces a lot of like new things into like the fold, and it just feels like just random like power boosts are given to the characters without really any like rhyme or reason. A lot of the time they gain a new power because like they're just like emotionally like stressed or they break through their limits, which is still cool, but it's like, okay, there isn't really a whole lot of strategy to that. But in this case, what Magna did with the help of Zora, this is all like not based off how strong Magna is, not based off how strong Magna's power is, but based off of runes, which we did learn to prior, mainly during when they were training in the, if I remember, not the Heart Kingdom, not the Clover Kingdom, not the Spade Kingdom, not the Diamond, yeah, the Heart Kingdom. When they learned about that in the Heart Kingdom, they learned about the runes and how to use them. And we got a little bit of explanation for how they're able to use them now. But the fact that because they have weaker power, that it takes a lot longer for them to disappear, meaning that they're able to like learn and train with it more. This was all done prior, so when we learn more about it here, it doesn't feel much of an assful as like I broke through my limit to do it. No, he actually studied, he built with, he was strategic about it, and what's very interesting is based on what he's saying, it's a one-time thing. So once this is used up, when eventually Magna takes out this Dark Triad member, that's it. And that's very interesting. And that's not something that you really see a whole lot of through Black Clover. So not only did I enjoy it for like the action aspect, but for the first time in like a hot minute, this power up doesn't feel like bullshit. It doesn't feel like it's an ass pull based off what we learned in this chapter. And that's something that I really, really want more from when it comes to Black Clover. So yeah, I really enjoyed this chapter. Unfortunately, Black Clover is going to be on break next week, but if I get more chapters like this where people just not just randomly gain these abilities based off like emotion alone, or like just gained it because they broke through the limits, I want to see them like learn more things about the world of magic and incorporate it more in a natural way, where if they do get a power up, it makes sense. It isn't just like tied to the idea of like you're fighting for your friendships, you're getting stronger. Magna is fighting for his friends. He is doing that, but he did it by learning prior and using what he learned in this fight, instead of just like, oh, I just like unlocked a new ability, or oh, I just learned this one singular technique and now I'm able to use higher level magic. I'm not hating on people that do that. It's still cool. It's very action packed, but this is probably like what I like most about Black Clover when it comes to action, is that it isn't just like full throttle power, but it has a little bit more strategy to it. For example, why I also like Zora as well when it comes to the Black Clovers. So yeah, really enjoyed this chapter, really enjoyed Magna in this chapter above anything else, and really got to see a little bit more of Zora, which is also very interesting because we don't get a lot of him in Black Clover, and I think that we should. So yeah, really enjoyed this chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter as well. Hopefully you enjoyed my reaction to this chapter. I apologize for the abrupt cut that's going to be in this. Very sorry for it, had no control over it, but if you like this chapter, leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. What did you think of this reaction? What did you think of this chapter? Do you really like Black Clover? Let me start a flame war. Which is better, Black Clover or My Hero Academia? I'm not going to say which one I think is better, but you can probably infer which one I think is better. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments down below. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like these type of reactions. If you want me to talk more about Black Clover, leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!